Hello and welcome. I know I'm running a little bit late, but I am Magical Michelle, and it is the week of August 25th. Yeah, that's the time. Sorry I'm late. It has been a very, very busy day, and I think that's sort of the energy. Exactly. What do you have going on? It's intense. There's a lot happening in the world right now. And so let's talk about it. Welcome to Living Magically. This is your check-in for the energy of the week. And well, the first thing I'm going to say is we've got solar flares. And anytime we have solar flares, you may be feeling a physical dissonance in your body. So what do? We want to use this time. It's Virgo season now. What is Virgo about? Virgo is about purification. Virgo is about systems, organization, detoxification. And that could be cleaning out your email, cleaning out your inbox. It could be cleaning out your closet. It could be cleaning your house. Now, be careful not to get rid of something that's really important to you, because we might get into this energy of too much cleaning out with this big season. So just remember that you can absolutely clean out too much energy or let go of something you might regret later. So think about it, think twice. And also, we have opened up the eclipse portal. So we had that new moon on Saturday, and we had a new moon in Virgo, one of two, and that means that we will have another one on the Fall Equinox, at least for the Northern Hemisphere. And it means you're going to have double Virgo energy. It is intense. It's very powerful. It is very transformative, but you may be feeling that because the first set of energy leads up to a lunar eclipse, a full lunar eclipse even, in Pisces. And so over the next 2 weeks, the moon is going to be getting bigger and bigger in the sky. And someone asked me just today, can I still do new moon energy? And the answer is yes. We're still at the beginning of this new moon. And what I'm going to say about Virgo season is the cleansing property of new moon is always going to be there through the entirety of the month of Virgo. So all the way till the 21st, if there's letting go energy, it's okay to let go. If it's surrender energy, it's okay to surrender. There's blessings in disguise right now, and we may not have all the answers, but the energy here is to know what you no longer want, what no longer serves you. So if you don't know what you want, at least focus on what you no longer want, and that starts moving out of the way what is in the way. And with that solar flare energy, we might feel physical exhaustion. We might feel like we need to napitate. And I love that. Meditation and napping together, we call that napitate. So if you feel like you just need to be in that low rest and renewal phase, that could be happening for you. I know a lot of people that their energy is just at an all-time low, and don't push and try and make something happen. Release, let go, rest, and renew. But if you are clear and you do know what you want, this is the best time for moving forward with courage, because today is also the first day of Leo in Taurus. So this is the Leo Rar, the energy of a fixed sign in Venus. And Venus, the planet, is the goddess of love. It is that energy of love, money, home, abundance. And it loves to be in a fire sign. It loves being in Leo. So we're going to see this as sort of even maybe a conflict going on between I want to get out there, I want to be, and I want my courage, and I want my love and my comfort, but I also want to purge and let go and nap and structure and reorganize. And all of that's happening in eclipse season. So yeah, there's a lot going on. And anytime we have solar flares, we're going to feel more intensity. We're going to feel that in our body. And the Schumann resonance has been off the charts as well. So those of you who are following the fact that there is an ascension going on, there is a new world being created, please stay in the focus of what you're creating right now. It's easy to fall into fear. It's easy to fall into disruption. It's easy to fall out of line and out of order. So maybe it's not happening exactly the way you want it. Or maybe it is. I'm going to encourage you, and I'm doing this for myself as well. I'm going to encourage you to align. And alignment means figuring out what is your frequency. So you may see I've got some burning frankincense. If you see little bits of waves coming through, align with the divine. Align with what's going to help you bring all of your senses back into order. So in this case, let's allow whatever you're letting go to go into the smoke, that you're clearing your energy field, you're purifying, you're allowing everything to come back to center. I have my little joy candle, my candle of miracles and manifestation, remembering to align. So I'm just going to light this for all of us, remembering that in the end, there's always a new beginning. In the new beginning, there's always a new identity. In all of that, the frequency is aligning to the new version of you. That's the key here. So while you may be feeling intense, while you may be feeling a little bit like your head's been cut off and you're running around, come back to your center. Come back to your heart. Remember that you are divine. Remember that you are a walking, talking miracle. Remember that in the chaos, something good comes through. Remember that in the certainty of your belief in yourself, something comes to fruition. And it's always that moment. It's always that moment where you think you don't know the answer, but you do. That's where we're at right now. That still point. This moon is just starting in the sky. The new beginning of the eclipse season is just coming into focus. This season, the new school year, the new patterns, the new procedures, everything is starting over. Now we're also heading into a season of everything is getting a little quieter, a little darker, a little more inward. So give yourself that moment to return to yourself, to create a sacred ritual, to ritualize what you're creating, to give your mind's eye an opportunity to look at your truth and your reality. And obviously in manifestation, what you focus on grows. What you give your field of frequency and vibration is going to create tomorrow. So if you're feeling a little off or out of alignment, really come back to that alignment. And remember that if you're feeling small, if you're feeling whatever, you can expand. You can expand your frequency. You can get out of the shadow. You can use this. It's the high priestess energy of alchemy, the magician of the tool is change. The tool is choice. The tool is alchemizing the lesson. So ask yourself, what is it you're being asked of here? What is it you're creating here? What is it you're changing here? And make one progress, one step in the right direction every day in every way. Everything is working out for me. And with that, I believe you have the energy. And here's my invitation to you. If you know that there is something bigger for you, and you want to be in a huge group of like-minded individuals, one of the ways to do that is a mastermind. And it's one of my most beautiful offerings I've ever had. It is where we're going to work together over the next year to really bring together your soul's desire, your soul work, get really aligned with your own self, the divine, with the collective, and get out of your own way. So this is the perfect time to do that. I invite you to reach out if this is something that feels good to you. I know a lot of you have been in my world for a long time. This is the thing. If you've been wanting to work with me and wanting to be in a collective consciousness of builders, of priestesses, of magicians, of powerhouses, to be in the frequency of divine love, pure love frequency, this is the best offer I have ever had as far as that is concerned. So how do we hold our frequency? We hold it with love. How do we create what we're doing? We do it with alignment, cohesiveness, and with coherence. And even if you're not joining the mastermind, that is also the invitation this week, is to get back to your coherence, to your heart's desire, to get clear, get aligned, and reunite with your divine nature. Because your divine nature wants to expand. Your divine nature wants to create. Your divine nature wants to be in the energy of alignment. And every time we get out of alignment, the idea is to go back to our center, go back to our heart, go back to our mind's eye. And I do this with meditation. I do this with theta healing. I do this with essential oils. I love to bring myself back to alignment by placing a little spiral of light in my third eye and a little bit on my heart or higher heart, and a little bit on my wrists. Oh, it's so good. So use your tools, right? It is the season of becoming. And as we see this, this is really the beginning of the equinox season. As we move into this, there's also the energy of gratitude, the energy of the harvest, the energy of going inward and being more psychic, being more aware of the inward process. This is happening every day in every way. And so I invite you to allow yourself to be inspired. Allow yourself to see what you haven't seen before. Allow yourself to move beyond the obvious to something a little bit more beyond the veil. One of the keys I do that with is with gratitude. And one of the other ways I do that with is alignment. And I do those two things in combination through meditation and through healing. So take a deep breath. Line up your spine. Feel yourself come back into the center. Drop an anchor into the earth. Bring up that earth energy. Virgo is as earthy as it gets, right? And as we're into this season, as we come to the full moon, as the sun gets just a little lower and a little less long every single night, and the nights become longer, we invite clarity. As the moon gets closer and closer to the full moon eclipse, we invite illumination. As we move with our sacredness, we can be in ceremony of lighting up our miracles, lighting up our belief in ourselves, lighting up the ability to take a sacred step forward, and to remember that every day in every way we are divine. That in every day and every way we allow love into ourselves. That in every day and every way we get better and healthier and stronger and more radiant. We remember that every day in every way we become more aligned. And every time we get out of alignment, we come back to our center. We come back to our heart, our mind's eye, and we drop anchor into the earth, bringing that earth energy into our body. That's the season. The season is that of remembrance. It is the season of seeing things illuminated that was once hidden. I always find that eclipse season is an activator for anything that has been percolating. It gives us clarity, even if it comes as a surprise. I do think that there's a less surprise energy. And so if you want to be surprised, invite the surprise to delight you. If you don't know the how, and you don't know the where, and you don't know the when, invite it to come with delight and wonder and joy. Surprise me. Fill me with delight. Fill me with wonder. Fill me with miracles. Fill me with joy. Because when we're in the worry energy, we're inviting mistakes. We're inviting things to correct. Instead, be in the faith. Be in the alignment. And invite the surprise. If you don't know the how, invite the surprise to delight you and to bring you into a place of wonder. And then you move into gratitude. When you're in wonder and in gratitude, you're in the frequency of receivership. When you're in the invitation of joy and childlike wonder, you're in the energy of miracles and play. And that's the invitation right now. Be in the expectation of miracles, and be in the expectation of this is the season it all changes for me. And something I just want to share with you so you can plan ahead. We don't even have all the information out, but we're going to be starting our soul circles back up. For those of you who are local to Orlando, we used to have soul circles at the Cole Collective, and it was every Tuesday night for years that we gathered together. And so I have partnered with the Urban Ashram to start up in person Monday nights at 7 p.m. Doors kind of opening around 6:30. And so starting the end of October, so after I get back from my trip, the middle of October and beyond, we will be doing Monday nights live again in person at the Urban Ashram. I cannot even tell you how excited I am. So start putting that on your calendar. I like to tell people so they can start moving things off and get ready to come and play in person. And for those of you who are not here in Orlando, there's always an offering online. And right now, the best online offering that I can offer is Align with the Divine Mastermind. And we'll be doing that as an online offering. So there's something for everyone. I love you. Have a beautiful week. And make sure, as the moon is getting stronger in the sky and opening up to that eclipse, and the sun is getting closer and closer to the equinox, and that solar eclipse, second new moon in Virgo, it is time for you to make a decision that you are worthy, you are deserving, and you get to have what you want in the way you want it, through miracles and magic. So with all of that said, I love you. Live magically.